Welcome back, everybody. It is me, Garmanza92, and we are back with another MotoGP video. So, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and leave me a like. Hit the subscribe to my content if you do. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content as it drops into the channel. So yes, we are back here with MotoGP. We've got another 21 career mode video for you today. We are back. It's been a long time. We've done a lot of, I say a lot, maybe 2 or 3 videos now of Gran Turismo. We're going to continue with the Gran Turismo, but with the latest update and the latest news about MotoGP 22. Just wanted to touch base back with MotoGP 21 and see if we can get the contract that we wanted for our career mode and see if we can end with possibly the championship win before the MotoGP 22 game comes out, which we will be bringing straight to the channel. Hopefully we can get our hands on a copy as soon as we can. So let's jump straight back in with our career mode and find out where we were. Here we are back for MotoGP 21. We join our career mode. As we just pop into our proposal, we've got 2 weeks left until our Factory Yamaha SRT contract offer is out of renewal. Sorry, not renewal is received, and they reject our offer. So we do want that MotoGP Monster Energy Yamaha contract if we can get it. I think we are going to have to make our decision up either by the end of this week or maybe the end of Thailand. It looks like it's going to be raining in Motegi, so it's going to be a wet race. So that is going to be interesting. We haven't done many wet laps. I am just going to take this opportunity to apologise again, as unfortunately this isn't going to be live content. This is pre-recorded footage of the game, of my gameplay. I still haven't got the internet sorted out. We're nearly there. It's slightly easier for me now to update content than it has been. So yeah, I'm getting there. I do want to try and bring live footage back to you guys. I do enjoy creating the live footage. And to be honest, it's probably a little bit easier than doing it the way I'm doing it. But with that being said, we are where we are. So it is clear and it is dry for FP1 and I think 2. So let's just sort of see what sort of lap times we can do as we just take a look at the development test. So we've got the typical system improvement, get a valid lap of 148. Mapping management, get a valid lap of 147.8 with each power mapping. Track study, 70% with a 148.231 valid lap. We've got time attack, get ready for the qualifying session by completing a valid lap and finishing 9th. Race pace, get 5 laps in a row under 148.2. And the first rider basically beat all KTMs within qualifying sessions in the race, which we normally like to try and do anyway. So let's get straight out onto track, and we will touch back in base when we get to FP3. So that was the end of FP3. We didn't do too badly. Obviously, as you can see there, FP3 was raining, and we were 4th quickest in the wet. So that's not too bad. Only 0.272 off. The other 3 practice sessions in the dry actually went really well. There we are, look, we are up. A 146.5 was the quickest lap, and the next closest racer to us, if you like, or rider, was 147.3. So we've got the pace in the dry, just have we got the pace in the wet. But here we are for qualifying. We've made it straight through to Q2. And we get joined by Alexia Spargo and Jorge Martin. The only KTM to make it through to Q2 apart from us is, of course, Miguel Oliveira. For those that haven't seen the MotoGP from the weekend just gone, big congratulations to Miguel Oliveira. Not going to give too much away, but obviously as a KTM rider it was great to get the result that he did. So big up to Miguel. We'll join our qualifying lap. So here we go. Obviously at the moment we are sat in 6th place with a 155.094. I kind of got the feeling that we were capable of doing more, so we just wanted to push it that little bit extra, just to sort of see if we could maybe get a little bit more out of the bike. Yeah, so like I say, here we go. We break into turn 3, I think this is. Turn 1 and 2 are at the front. Sorry about that bit there. I was just sorting out the noise, just in case it was a bit hard for you guys to hear me. I did notice that it was rather loud. So yeah, we are under, but over on our time at the moment by 0.3 of a second. So that's good considering we're 1.3 off the pace, but we do go wide out of that corner. Very easy to go wide into there, and then we keep it to the right-hand side, try and hug the curb as much as you can. Obviously, as you can see there, we get a lot of tyre spin. We're now up on our time, but down by 0.6 as we flick it to the right. Hug the curb, and out of the corner. Coming into the braking zone, onto the brakes, tilting into the left-hand side, go a little bit wide again, but we are still up on our time, but obviously we'll be down on our overall time, I think. Provided we can get a 1.8, anything better than a 1.8 at the moment. 1.7, so sorry, 1.4. A better lap time, but not as good as we would have liked. So we come round the last part of the circuit, under the bridge. Final 2 corners, or 3 corners, because this probably counts as a corner as well as this one. We flick it right out of the last corner. We are up by nearly 0.02 of a second. Can we make it to 3 before we cross the line? No, we can't. So, where do we go? Oh, 154.8, which is good for us. Unfortunately, it is only 8th. But we've got pace. We've got pace. It's not brilliant pace. We're about, well, we are a second and a half off of the qualifying pace. But we had pace in the wet during free practice. So, and it is wet. It's not raining. I think we're just going to have to sort of see how we go here. It didn't really help that we didn't have a extra front tyre to use for qualifying. We had to use a used tyre, so it wasn't the best thing. We're going to go with a medium front and a medium rear. I say we're going to. We did go with a medium front and a medium rear because obviously this is past footage. But yeah, so here we are. We are going to jump straight into the race as we look at the grid. Maverick Vinales there on pole. Zarco Bagnaia finishing the front row. Miguel Oliveira, our teammate, in 4th, so he had a good qualifying. We're in 8th. We look down. The Honda's struggling there, all on the 5th and 6th row. So yeah, a little bit of an issue for the Hondas in their home race, but we are here. We've qualified 8th. Let's see how we can get on. See if we can have a nice clean race. And hopefully we can get a decent start. And see how we get on. Here we go. Oh, we bogged down a little bit at the start there. We go back to traction control 3 as we tip it in on the right hand side. Get off the curbs. Oh, we nudged Fabio off there. Sorry about that. It wasn't Fabio that crashed. Someone crashed, but it wasn't Fabio. So, onto the brakes. Now we got Zarco in 4th place. We made it up to 5th. Oh, by the 3rd corner, so not too bad. Or turn 3, should I say. Right, we're going to go. Oh, get off that paintwork. As we come onto the brakes. Very heavy braking into here. Very easy to lose the front. Sometimes you just have to let it roll and go wide like we've just done there. So we're now a second from Maverick Vinales, who's up in front there. It is Vinales, Bagnaia, Mir, Zarco and us. At the moment, Zarco is 0.7 in front, and we're losing touch with them, I would have said. We come out the corner, onto the brakes, tip it into the left. Very wide through there. Struggling to find rhythm with this first lap. Oh, Fabio Quartararo paying the favour there after the nudge we gave him into turn 1. We run very deep. That's going to send Fabio back round. We're going to go to power lap in 3. Going to engine brake in 5 as well. Try and help us brake in. A couple of corners there went a little wider than we would have liked, and outbraked herself. So hopefully, oh, for the race, that will easy on the acceleration. Yeah, hopefully for the race, engine brake in 5 will just mean that we can brake a little bit later, but the engine help us to get to the corner and help us hit the apex. So, yeah, Can we make any leeway on Fabio Quartararo here? The front four have pretty much pulled away from us, so it's a bit of damaged invitation for us. Obviously, we are fighting Fabio Quartararo in the championship, so it'd be nice to battle with Fabio here. As we're going to try and go for a dive up the inside into turn 3. Little bit wide there, easy on the acceleration. We're going to go wide, wide out of turn 4. We get on the acceleration, a little bit slower there than Fabio. Onto the brakes, he's going to come right in front of us. He's nudged us out wide there, but he's going to go wide himself. We make it to the corner. We're having a good old battle with Fabio here. As we come round. Oh, who's that gone? Johan Zarco. Johan Zarco has crashed out of 4th place while following Pecco Bagnaia, his factory compatriot. Right, we're into turn 8. We are out of turn 8. Onto the brakes, nice and gently. That's much better through there. We've got more fuel. We're on lap 2 of 6, so we've got time just to try and eat away at Fabio Quartararo here. We're gonna make him sit up through that. We purposely didn't get onto the gas, but he is still pulled alongside of us on that Yamaha. We don't have the top end speed in the wet. Onto the brakes. Let's hopefully get it stopped. Oh, we didn't even get onto the plate, so that was quite good actually. We are now 2.6 seconds behind Pecco Bagnaia, who is cruising in front with Mir and Maverick. A little bit of tyre spinning out of that corner. That's let Fabio come back through. Right, onto the brakes. That's our quickest lap of the race, which it would be. Fabio Quartararo nudged us wide a little bit there. Can we get him back on the cutback? Yeah, see, they got better acceleration than us. But then again, I think most of the bikes do. I don't think it's just the Yamaha. That's something I have noticed about the KTM. It doesn't get out of the corners very quickly. Oh, easy. Easy on that rear tyre. Right, a little bit of a block. Bit dirty, but nicely done. That was what we were aiming for. Don't give him the power on the straight. Get off that curve though. It's going to be slippery on that curve. So we hold it. We come out of there and onto the brakes. Easy round turn 7. And then a little bit wide. Yeah, I did think that was going to happen. Oh, Jorge Martin has now come into the battle. We're going to go up the inside of Jorge Martin. Oh, we get on the curb. That was a lovely overtake there, though. He's going to have the power on us coming out this corner. Obviously, he is a Ducati. That does help. That does happen with the Ducatis. We're going to go wide into this corner, but we can get the cutback. Hopefully, get on the acceleration. Switch it to power map in 3. And hopefully using a bit of extra juice to get down this straight. Right, onto the brakes. We're now 0.03. Oh, easy. That's going to cost us. We were pulling a gap then, unfortunately, as well. We just got onto the curb there and had a little bit of a moment. That's much better through that. It's now around 0.03 of a second between us and Jorge Martin. I did just say plus 1 lap, which is a bit weird. 3.8 is now the gap to Mir, who is in 3rd place now, has been overtaken by Pecco. We've obviously got Jorge Martin and Fabio Quartararo behind us. I would have said we have created a bit of a chain, looking at the map of riders behind us, looking to try and get past. So anyway, we come down the straight, onto the brakes, into the tricky corner. Tricky right-hander this one, very slow. Turn 5, under the bridge. Gap's now at 0.4, so that's a good gap. Oh, I'll get off there. Just need to try and maintain that gap to at least half a second if we can. We come out of here, someone's crashed. It's not any of the top 8. And onto the brakes, easy. Around turn 9. I have to say, the bike did feel relatively quite good. I don't think we had speed. I think speed was a big problem around this circuit for us, but other than that, comfortable, easy to ride, even in the wet, to be honest, on traction control 3. So I do feel that you get a little bit of a lag between traction control 3 and traction control 4. Don't know if that's just me or not, but you get a big difference in your acceleration with that one mode of traction control, which was a bit strange. Right, out the final corner. Here we go. This should be our fastest lap of the race as we come across the line. It is a 155.4. So we are pushing to try and keep Jorge Martin, Jack Miller and Fabio behind us here. Obviously a little bit reluctant to look behind us to see how many riders there actually is there, but if we're making it hard for people to overtake us, that's always good. Obviously we are being a little bit more defensive. Something else I have noticed as well, we are getting a little bit of a drying line on them corners, which is making it slightly easier. It means the track's coming dry, makes it a little bit easier to brake, a little bit easier to accelerate out of corners, all of that sort of thing. I do think we probably could have gone with a soft if we would have had one. Unfortunately, we used quite a few tyres to try and get into Q2 in free practice. Sorry, not into Q2. To try and get a decent lap in Q2, we used quite a few tyres. So obviously, you only get 3 per allocation in the wet. We used maybe 1.5, I would have said, in FP3, just to try and get used to the wet weather, the wet track. Oh, we go a bit wide. But we'll get onto the acceleration out of the corner, so that isn't too bad. We are still 0.03 of a second behind, in front of Jorge Martin. As we come into the last sector, Sector 4 of our penultimate lap of the Motegi Grand Prix in Japan. We come round the double right-handers and double left-handers into the right-hander. A little bit slow coming out of there. That's going to mean Jorge Martin will catch us up, which he does. Right, we cross the line. Another fastest lap, or personal best, should I say, lap from us. A 154.9. But Pecco Bagnaia, who is second, is just on a 153.7. So that's how far off the pace we are for race pace. But we are fourth, and it's not that bad considering. Easy. Yeah, track's coming to us a little bit, but not enough for us to be pushing like that. Oh dear. We're going to go wide. We're going to go very wide. We look behind us there by mistake. I was pushing the controller that much to try and brake that we actually looked behind us. Oh, easy. Wasn't part of the plan. Right, another crash. Jorge Martin now 0.02 of a second. There he is. As we come into the final part of this race. It's the final lap. We are closing some time down on Johan Mir. I think it's a little bit too late. He's obviously struggling slightly with maybe tyres or something, because we've gained nearly a second on him since the last time we looked, which was probably, I would say, no more than 2 laps ago, really. Right, so we come out of here. We come down the back straight for the final time. Jorge Martin is still 0.02 of a second behind us, so he is right there, ready to make a lunge if we make a mistake in this in this last sector, which I don't think we're going to. We got out of that corner quite nicely. We come round these. Can we get out the final corner nice and clean? Which I think we do. And we're going to cross the line. It was another personal best. I think that was a 54.2 there for our last lap. So it was a 4th place for us. We were, technically, in the end of that race, we were quicker than Johan Mir. Johan Mir's quickest lap was a 154.7, ours was a 154.2. It's just a shame that we didn't get that pace to begin with. But We did beat Fabio Quartararo, and that does mean we are still in front of him in the championship. Our team is still 4th in the championship, quite a few points behind. Unfortunately, KTM have been taken out of the Constructors' title, and Ducati are back up to the top. But if I'm honest, I didn't think we were going to keep that for very long anyway. So, what sort of reputation are we picking up? 13,500, 23,000 credits, not too bad. Didn't pass as many research data tests as we would like. We have a proposal. It's just that one. Okay, I was hoping then that it could have been that contract that we are waiting for. Unfortunately, it isn't. We've got 3 weeks to wait to see if we can get that contract. I just don't like the way it expires in 1 week. Do we accept it now and pay the 395,000 termination contract if we have to? Because obviously we do want that contract. I don't know. Obviously, we do want the Monster Energy contract. We have obviously got the proposal for the Satellite SRT Petronas team. But then again, they're not in it next year. So, it's only 3 weeks. I think I'm going to try and hold out for that contract. If we stay with KTM, we stay with KTM another year at the end of the day. It'd be nice for us to stay with the KTM. Obviously, we do want to ride a Yamaha next year. We have been with the Petronas team already in Moto2. So it would be quite nice to return home, that sort of thing. But, yeah, I just don't think we're going to be able to, one, achieve that objective as well. They want us to finish 3rd in the championship on a satellite bike, which I think would be quite difficult. Obviously, we are on the KTM at the moment and we are winning the championship, but I do think that is more of the bike than it is anything else. Obviously, the Yamaha doesn't have as much top-end speed, so we're going to stick with the KTM for now. Hopefully, we can get that Monster Energy Yamaha contract. And that is it for the end of this video as we just look at what is left for the end of the season. We've got 4 races left at the end of this season, and hopefully we can get that contract in the next video or maybe the video after, or we'll just stay with KTM. So it is what it is, doesn't matter. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we'll stay with KTM for another season, and probably by then anyway the next game will be out, which we can push for the Monster Energy Yamaha contract in that one. So, and it's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I know I enjoyed creating it, and I hope you guys will enjoy watching it. So, that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please leave a like and support me. If you do, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. If you do subscribe, again, thank you very much. I really do appreciate all of the support that I get. I can't believe in this video as well, in the past video we managed to hit that 100 subscribers. That is amazing. If you are watching this and you are one of them 100 subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I can't believe it really that we've managed to reach 100. Here's to pushing for the next milestone. Maybe 500 would be really nice, and then we could push for the 1,000, the all elusive 1,000 subscribers, which I'd be absolutely over the moon with. So yeah, don't forget the notification bell as well, so don't miss any of my videos as they come out and they touch down. Hopefully we can get some more content out to you lot rather than just the 1 a week. I would like to at least maybe push to 2 a week if we can. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.